I believe every single one of us is fighting their own battles, whether it's evident, whether it's something that you battle with inside your bedroom. Lahat tayo may laban na pinagdadaanan, and still standing is for those people na patuloy na lumalaban at patuloy na naniniwala na hanggat lumalaban sila ay mayroong pagkatagumpay na nag-aantay sa kanila. This is actually our first English inspirational song. And we feel like we wanted to really speak to a generation. Marami kasi maraming tao, especially during the pandemic, who gave up on their dreams. Parang, ayoko na, hindi na mangyayari. Maybe not even in the context of pandemic, just generally in life. Alam mo yung pag nag-fail ka isang beses, merong iba parang give up na. Parang, sige ko, ano na mayroon sa buhay ko? Ayoko na gano'n. And the intention of this song is to encourage this generation na bumangon ulit at lumaban ulit. Years ago, sumali kami sa Asia's Got Talent. Ano pa yan? The first batch. Tapos, 3 judge sila eh. So the 2 judges, they love us. But this one judge, si David Foster, said, there's nothing special about it. And nagbuo yung mga tao. Biro siya ng mga tao. And napatanong talaga ako sa sarili ko, there's really nothing special about us. So are we gonna stop just because we're not special? Like, is that gonna stop me from being the Juans just because someone thought we weren't special? And I felt like there's actually value in understanding that you're not special. I feel like that's the heart of what we are about. Lagi ko sinasabi, we're not here to alienate, we're here to relate to ordinary Juans. And that's precisely the point why we're called the Juans. We are not trying hard to be different. We want to be able to relate to them and be able to say, kung kami nagkaroon ng pagkakataon, nilaban namin yung pangarap namin, and somehow we enjoyed a level of success, knowing na na-achieve namin yung purpose and yung goal, pwede rin kayo, kaya nyo din. Now you can say what you want about me, you can have an opinion about me, you can hate me, you can put me down, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be standing. Because I'm standing on a solid ground. And that solid ground is not your opinion, is not you liking me. My solid ground is I signed up for a purpose and a calling, and that's where I'm standing on. And as long as that's my platform, that's my foundation, no matter what you throw at me, I'm gonna be standing, I'm gonna be here. It's 2022 now, we're still here. And I can confidently say, we're still standing. This is what I'm all about. Not to please the crowd, but to reach beyond the clouds now. I wanna just expound on that a little. What does that actually mean? At the end of the day, our goal is not to please crowds, but we're heaven bound. Our ultimate reward is in heaven. That as we pursue this goal, the trophy is being in heaven with God. It's not really the acclaim of people. And because of that, we're not driven by their opinion. We're not driven by their thoughts about us. We're driven by, if I do what I'm supposed to do now, I get to enjoy heaven with God, and that's the reward. So I'm laying down all my crowns. I've lost some battles, I'm not perfect. I've gone through some hurdles, and that built all of my muscles that are now part of my stories. The scars on my body are my testimony. Meaning, we're not ashamed that we made mistakes. We're not ashamed that we have scars. And that scars are actually the best testimony. Now see, I have scars. I didn't go through this perfect. I went through it. Nasaktan ako, nasugatan. And these scars are the very proof that if I have these scars and I'm still here, then no matter what you're facing, no matter how hurt you are, how damaged you are, how wounded you are, if you keep fighting, if you keep pressing on towards the goal, that same scar, that same wound will be your testimony. And then pre-choruses,
I'm tired of telling borrowed stories.
Alam mo, masaya magkwento ng kwento na yun. But there's nothing like the conviction of being able to tell your own story.
There is power when you tell about your own story.
Ako, I believe God is the best story scriptwriter. And for every individual, God has a story that He wants to write. And if only you allow the greatest scriptwriter in the universe write your story, there's a beautiful story to tell. Darating ka sa punto na pagod ka na kopyahin yung buhay ng iba. And when you finally realize that God has a unique purpose for you and you live that out, you're gonna find out that God's story for you is amazing.
Yeah. Habang pinagkukwentuhan natin, na-imagine ko yung lyric video niya. Kasi di ba yung lyric video niya, para siyang nasa battlefield.
Yeah.
Na may mga armors na nakabagsa, may mga battleships, may sword.
Yeah.
A warrior's greatest pride is not to win the battle, but to be in the battle and not surrender.
Yeah.
To keep fighting. Na di bali mamatay sila. Basta nag-stand sila dun sa pinaglalaban nila.
Yeah.
Okay, yun yung greatest fulfillment. Yung mindset ba na heaven-bound, na you can't really be fully satisfied here. Because this is an imperfect world.
Yes.
Na yung totoong satisfaction and fulfillment, si Lord talaga makapagbigay sa'yo nun sa heaven. Naalala ko tuloy yung tweet mo, parang about conviction. Ang daling sabihin na tara ilaban natin. Pero when you stick to your conviction, mas malaki yung price na kailangan mo i-pay. Pero pag kasi mas malaki yung price na kailangan mo i-pay, ibig sabihin mas worth it siya at the end of it.
It's easier to fight knowing that the fight is already fixed. We're already winners at the end. It's not an accident actually, because even at this moment we're at a very peculiar time in our life where we're feeling some opposition, persecution, accusations. It's speaking volumes today because it's so true in our life. That we just have to stay our ground, know our conviction, stand on it, and trust God to fight the battle for us.
Kaya sa lahat ng tao na nakaka-experience ng discrimination, merong mga tao na nagpo-put down sa inyo, lagi niyong tatandaan na you are equipped enough to win the battle na meron kayong hinaharap. And basta huwag kayong susuko, panalo na yan kumbaga.
So if you're in the same situation, hope that Still Standing will help you go through and fight through whatever it is that you're facing. And we want to encourage you to stream this on our Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Google Play, and other digital streaming platforms online. And you can also watch the lyric video of this song.